Welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest news. Coming up on today's video, if I leave, respect it, says Murillo. Forest set to hijack West Ham yet again. Here we go, confirmed. And De Silva gets ever closer. All this and plenty more coming up today on your latest Nottingham Forest news. Let's get into it. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest news. As always, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And we've partnered up with another platform called Playback, where we will be doing additional Forest Fan TV content, and it's going to be extremely interactive. Don't worry, we're still going to be on YouTube. But if you guys could do me a massive favor and go and sign up to it and follow us on our link, you can either scan the QR code or hit the link in the description down below, and we'll have really cool features like we'll be doing watch-alongs with you guys, inviting you guys up to watch the match alongside me and a few of the other FFTV boys. So go check it out, sign up, and we'll be starting the content on that very, very soon. And speaking of signing up, Murillo is now making the headlines for Forest because he has been talking about his future. Let me give you his quote. Here says, "I've received a few offers. Some official, others are just sounding out. I'll take it up with my manager. They were clubs from England, Italy, and Germany. If I stay at Nottingham Forest, I'll do my best. But if I leave, I hope they respect my decision. I'm calm and analysing it in the best way." So, a very, very, very interesting quote from Murillo. And it does put like a lot of truth into a lot of the stuff we've been hearing about offers coming in from other clubs in the Premier League, from the European leagues as well. What it doesn't say is that Murillo wants to definitely stay at Nottingham Forest. Now, when he's talking about speaking to his manager, it's not clear if he's talking about speaking to Nuno or speaking to his agent manager, if you see what I mean. So these are all conversations that are going to happen. However, June the 30th is only now, 8 days away, and the time is ticking on. What I want to talk about first, though, is these offers. So it's clear that Forest have had some offers on Murillo. From which clubs, we don't yet know. But clearly the offers that have come in have been under the valuation that Forest are prepared to sell him for. But does Murillo want to stay? He's out in Brazil at the moment, chilling. He got married. Congratulations to him. He's had a very busy summer. He even made the pre-list for the Brazilian team as well. So he is starting to be recognized on a global level. But I personally still want him to stay. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I am starting to get a little itchy about Forest and their PSR situation, especially as we're going to talk about in a second, the new signings that are coming in and the money that's already being spent by Forest. It almost makes you think that there are some agreements in place to get us over PSR, or that Forest are sticking two fingers up at the Premier League again. But Murillo making it clear that his future isn't that clear at Nottingham Forest, and whatever his decision is, he wants us to respect it. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's move on to our second story, and that's Forest yet again looking to hijack West Ham on a juicy player from Brest. This is, of course, Bradley Locko, the left back who has become really sought after, with the likes of Napoli interested in a few other European clubs. And on top of that, his price is in and around 12 million euros, but it is believed it will take something up to 17 million to get him to leave Brest. Can you blame him? Anyway, What is so good about this player? Well, as we spoke to Antonio yesterday, I told you he's got a full video on his channel, so check that out if you didn't yesterday. But it's a player that I really like because he has pace, he can invert, he can go wide, he takes on his man. There's a lot of good things to like about him. And it is believed the transition from Ligue 1 into the Premier League, he should be able to do that with no problems at all. Playing 33 games last year for Brest. Oh God, the jokes you lot are going to do if we get this player, I can't even begin to imagine. Anyway, he also scored 3 goals. And on top of that, it really does beg the question, why? I'm asking this because I think Ole Einar has probably been one of Forest's best signings last season. And therefore, why is Nuno looking to recruit a player who would no doubt want to come in as a first team choice to replace Einar? You have to then suspect that Einar may be looked at to be put back into his correct position at right back. And that would impose another question. Oh, what happens to Nico Williams, who has under Nuno probably been one of the most improved players in the team? But what we know for sure is this target is one that is high up on Nuno's agenda and his shopping list. And it looks like Forest will make a move on the player, but it's going to cost us a pretty penny. Now, in essence, is it really that much? Because we did spend 17.5 million on Nico Williams, and that was in our first summer back. The 17 million on the other side of the pitch doesn't seem to make that little of sense. It actually seems quite logical, but he would definitely be a huge acquisition for Forest. And like I say, West Ham were heavily down the road with him, but Forest have just said, sorry, we're going to do it again. Carlos Miguel settings all over. So I am keen on this one. I would like it done for a lot less than 17 million though, but he is honestly fitting that profile that Forest are looking at. 22 years old as well, quite young, exactly what the recruitment team currently at Nottingham Forest are looking for. So does this fill you with a little bit of joy? Would you take him? And what do you think that would mean for the balance when it comes to Nico Williams, Einar and Bradley Locko? Let me know in the comments down below. So the third story we need to bring to you is the here we go, as Marko Stamenic is a red and white stripes player. As we said to you last week, Forest were pretty much done on this deal. We broke it to you last week, and he was going to be shipped out to Olympiacos. Now, the fee for this is reported to be 5.5 million euros, so just under £5 million. So why on earth are Forest doing this? Again, just to remind you from what we told you last week, the whole point of this is to make a little bit of profit on PSR, reduce the risk of the player, and potentially watch his value grow over the next few years. So he signed a 5-year deal, and let's just call it 5 million. That's about 1 million on the PSR books a year for Forest. We believe the loan fee to Olympiacos is going to be between 1 and 1.5 million, maybe even slightly more than that. So anything over that £1 million mark will be pure PSR profit for Forest. So in essence, you can say that while Forest are not on the 105 when it comes to PSR, this is a freebie technically for Forest with the quote-unquote insider trading with Olympiacos. So in essence, I think this is a good deal. I haven't seen too much of him. We will talk to Antonio about him in the coming weeks and get the inside information on him. But he will be at Olympiacos for next season. Now, this was announced on the club website as well, the 5-year deal, etc. So I just think, though, the only thing I've got against this is I don't see it as a priority. Yes, I'm sure he's going to develop into an excellent player, but I still want Forest to focus on 2 things right now: getting the deadwood out and getting team players in from the 1st of July. So again, I reiterate, this isn't the only signing that's coming up. Eric De Silva is pretty much a done deal now, and that's going to cost us another £1.5 million. Now I'm hoping that Forest are pushing this post 1st of July, but it looks like with Mendes as his agent, this one may be coming through. So should we be feeling nervous about all these signings coming in, with the likes of Joe Worrell still not back out yet, or still not sold, should I say, and the 20 million as we believe it to be? still needs to be clawed back. What are Forest doing on PSR? And it's starting to make me worry with 8 days to go. So expect the announcement of Eric de Silva to be coming soon as well. I think he's going to be a brilliant player. Whether or not he can break into the first team straight away, or maybe he gets loaned out, we will have to wait and see. Maybe Olympiacos need another right back. Who knows? But watch this space and we will keep you posted. And that brings you up to date with your latest Forest news. If you haven't already, please go and follow us on Playback. The content is going to be amazing. Remember, we ain't going anywhere. We're just expanding. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And we'll see you on the next video. Come on, you Reds.